Hi, guys. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in and welcome back to my channel. Today's style is inspired by KOI LERAY. Now, the KOI LERAY braids are the knotless, big jumbo knotless braids with the curly ends. Of course, you can achieve this look many different ways, but the way I do it and I find it super easy, I like to start everything straight down the middle. And once I get my perfect parting down the middle, I start to section off the sides. And so I will match up one side with the other side to make sure everything is perfectly even. In each side, you guys, I will have four different sections. Once my lines are perfectly aligned and everything looks good, I will start off the braiding section. Now for the braids, as you all may know, and if you don't, please check my other how-to YouTube videos down below. So what I start off doing is I start braiding the natural hair by itself first, a good 2 times, and then I will start to add the braiding hair. So I will add the braiding hair, and before I tuck in that last strand, I'm going to add an additional piece, which should equal up to 3 pieces of hair because I will have 3 strands of braids. And then you get to add more hair if you want it to be long or your desired length. You could add more hair as you go. But for this style, we're going to start off with 3 and then keep braiding, and then I will add one more strand of hair for the length that we're going for. So with this style, this is considered the jumbo knotless box braids. But if you were wondering or if you were inquiring about a smaller look, I do have videos down below where you can see how you can achieve this medium size knotless box braids. I always try to section off each section of the hair before I start to braid because it just makes my life so much easier, and I just feel like it gives you a better visual of how things will look, and it just keeps everything in perspective for me and make sure that everything is perfectly crisp just the way I like it. So whatever method works for you, go ahead and do so, but I highly recommend for you to section off the hair before you start to braid. And again, you guys, we're going to start braiding the hair off naturally first before we start to add in the braiding hair. No matter the style or whatever you choose to do with your hair, always be sure to protect those edges, you guys. Y'all know I love me a good slay with the edges. Most importantly, I love to make sure that the edges are very well protected and that there's no extra tension. And I am like a huge advocate when it comes to edges. Again, I am going to section off the hair before I get to braiding this part. I will try to leave a great description down below, but if you guys have any questions at all pertaining to how to or how to achieve this look, please feel free to leave your comments down below and I will surely get back to you guys. Now, when you get to your desired length that you're going for, you have to use a rubber band to stop wherever you want it to stop at, if that makes sense. So if you want like a bob look, you have to make sure you braid not too far down and use a rubber band to stop the braid from unraveling. So that's how you get the ends to seal, is by using a rubber band. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button, you guys. We're almost at the finish line, and all I'm doing right now, I'm just simply combing the ends of the hair to make sure that there's no kinks and weird stuff happening, so that the hair, when it's time to do the curls, everything is smooth. Please be sure to hit up touchedbytiny.com, you guys, for all your hair mousse and all your good hair products. A good great trick that I learned, you guys, if you're one that like your curls a little bit more on the simple skinny side, then go ahead and just curl them up individually. But if you like your curls to be a little bit more bouncy and more thick, then I highly suggest for you to curl them 2 to 3 pieces at a time. I find like that works so great for me, and I just love the end result to that. So yeah, if you like it skinny, go ahead do it individually. But if you like it otherwise, go ahead and you could use 2 to 3 pieces at a time. And of course, you can use curling rods like how I'm using, or you could use the flexi rods. The difference between those two for me is I don't like the look of the flexi rods because I just feel like the curls don't last as long as the curly rods. So you get to choose which look you're going for and how long you plan on leaving your hair in for. But if you want a longevity curl type look, go ahead and get the curly rods. And don't tell anybody, that was actually a secret. Now I'm just going to add a little bit more of the mousse all over the hair, and then I'm going to dip the ends in hot water. And that is the actual key to getting the curls. So go ahead and dip it in hot water and make sure you spray it down with like a little bit spritz or got to be hairspray, whatever you got, and let it sit for a little while under the dryer. Almost forgot. Slaying edges one head at a time, you guys. Don't forget to hit up touchedbytiny.com for the best edge control out, okay? Check out these baby hairs. So after you dip it in the hot water, you guys, you spray it down and then you sit under the dry or blow dry the hair. You're going to uncurl the hair at a downward position, if that makes sense. And then you're going to keep unraveling the hair if you did double them up together. And then you're going to get the perfect look. The curls are just tighter and neater to me with the curly rods, and that's exactly why I use the curly rods. And this is the KOI LERAY inspired knotless, jumbo knotless box braids, okay? Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell button. Thanks for watching. Peace and love.